What's up, YouTube? This is me, Game on Cloud 9, here with a special video on who do you think is the main villain of Bleach. Now, I'm pretty sure you can tell by my title that I think it's Kisuke Urahara, obviously. But I'm going to tell you why I think it's Kisuke Urahara. I'm not just going to be just saying something just to be saying something like, oh, he looks like he may be or whatnot. But I actually think I have some pretty good reasons, and I actually wrote them down right on this piece of paper. So, you know, um, one of the main reasons why I think Urahara is the main villain is that he's always kind of watched Ichigo. I mean, Urahara always gave off that, to me, like suspicious nature with his hat and, covering his eyes and all that stuff. I mean, it may not really be a big thing to, decide if he's the main villain or not, or he's a villain at all. But the fact that he's always watched Ichigo, just like Aizen has always watched Ichigo, and he's always wanted Ichigo to grow in strength and all that, why did he care? What was his purpose on why he wanted Ichigo to get stronger? I'm like, I mean that's really didn't really make any sense to me if you look back at the series. Why did he need to grow in strength? Why did he need to become strong? All that stuff. He must be using Ichigo for something, in my opinion. Not only that, but Urahara is the creator of the Hogyaku. Now, we know Aizen wanted the Hogyaku. He made his own Hogyaku when he took Urahara's. But there has to be a lot more to this story as far as, okay, if Urahara created the Hogyaku, what purpose did he create it for? Why did he create it? Why, Urahara is one of the smartest guys on the show. He's smarter than Aizen. He's smarter than what's his name? Kurotsuchi. I think that's what his name is. So I'm like, I mean, it would really make sense to me if he really was the main villain. Just saying, and not just that, but I'm like using Ichigo for things. I also used Rukia before. Like, this is the biggest thing to me. If anybody remembers in the beginning of Bleach when Ichigo first went to the Soul Society, that when Rukia got captured, that Urahara actually implanted the Hogyaku inside of Rukia without her knowing, and he later on apologized for that. But why inside of Rukia? Why not somewhere else? Why did he? And another thing, why didn't he go to the Soul Society to help Ichigo protect, Rukia and all that kind of stuff, unless something is like he's trying to help something unfold. I mean, that's something that to me, I'm just like, that doesn't make sense. Why not go help Ichigo, go to Soul Society? Why not, help Uryu, Yoruichi? You just stay behind and you're supposed to be captain class? That doesn't make much sense, but another thing is, I kind of see Genjo and Tsukushima as kind of foreshadowing how Urahara and Aizen are. Now, you probably wonder how is that so? Think about it in this way. Aizen was great at messing with Ichigo in a way, and so is Aizen's great at messing with a lot of people, but so is Tsukushima. Tsukushima has, crazy ability, able to get in people's, past, and Aizen knew how to trick people, get in their minds. He knew how to talk a lot and mess people up and, psychologically damage them and all that good stuff. But, I think about Genjo played the biggest illusion in a different kind of way on Ichigo. In the sense that Genjo pretended to be Ichigo's friend the whole time, but, actually, in all actuality, he wasn't his friend. Actually, he betrayed him, and there was something he wanted out of Ichigo. There's something that he wanted, he was trying to get from Ichigo, which was his full brain. Now, I kind of see it as the biggest illusion because Ichigo started to trust Genjo over time, and he really saw him as his friend, like I just said, and Tsukushima never played that role. He played the role of a bad guy. He didn't pretend. Now, Aizen pretended for a minute, but he didn't pretend long enough for me to say, oh, he's like Genjo, because he didn't become Ichigo's friend. He befriended people in the Soul Society, but it wasn't anything psychologically damaging the main character. Now, to where I could see Urahara being able to pull that off because Ichigo trusts Urahara, and I could see him being able to just click and just like, bam, he's, find out, oh, Urahara's really bad. He's been using me the whole time. That's why he's been watching me. I mean, that's basically what I could see happening, where Ichigo gets surprised, he wants to fight Urahara. And Genjo has even mentioned before about trusting Urahara, and I don't think Kubo just put that in there for no reason whatsoever. Like, just to be, putting something in there. I think Kubo was trying to hint to us that, hey, Urahara is the bad guy. Urahara, isn't Urahara is the main villain of Bleach, or he's at least a major villain. He's playing a major role in this. Urahara knows quite a bit. He even created the Hogyaku, and we don't even know what the purpose of him creating the Hogyaku was for. And we know, Aizen wanted it. He made his own Hogyaku and took Urahara's and all that. And it just makes sense to me that Urahara might be using Aizen in an indirect way that Aizen didn't even foresee. Urahara does know a lot. He knows about the Spirit King. He knows about the Royal Guard. A whole bunch of stuff. And obviously, I think that he's given us enough stuff to figure out. He plays a major enough role to where if he became the main villain, it would fit perfectly. It would make sense. It wouldn't be bad. Like, oh, what's another thing about Urahara. That's pretty much everything that I can really think of about Urahara being the main villain. Oh, and one more thing. Have you ever noticed, when I was given the Tsukushima Genjo comparison with Aizen and Urahara, I could kind of see, like, now we see Ishin trust Urahara. I'm like, that doesn't really make a difference, one way or another, because Chad, Ichigo's friend, trusted Genjo. Which is, another reason why I think, Urahara could be the main villain. That's not really a big thing, but I think that, it doesn't matter who around them really trusts them. Because I think that they both, like, just like Genjo had his own agenda, I think, Urahara has his own agenda that he's going to go ahead and try to complete and fulfill. That's just what I'm thinking. Guys, give me your thoughts. If you think that he is the main villain, then, so be it. Tell me why. If you think for the same reasons, or if you have more. If you don't, and you have any other ideas on who somebody else is the main villain, please let me know. Go ahead and put your comments below, and give your thoughts. But that's all I have for you guys today. So please rate, comment, subscribe, check out some of my other videos if you like this video. So anyway, see you guys later.